Lieber Bernd Scherer, liebe Barbara Hunrath, liebe Kolleginnen und Kollegen, liebe Freunde, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren. It's only 3 weeks ago that we opened this very interesting and beautiful exhibition, Labor in a Single Shot, which was a co-production of the Goethe-Institut and Harun Farooqi film production here in Haus der Kulturen der Welt. And this shows how closely we cooperate with the Haus der Kulturen der Welt. Thank you very much, Bernd Scherer. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome you to this conference, which marks the conclusion of Lunch Bytes, an international project on the increasing significance of digital technologies as regards the visual arts. It first began in 2011 when my colleagues in Washington, D.C. started this series in the Hirshhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden in Washington. And in this time it received the name Lunch Bytes because it was literally during lunchtime when these lectures took place. In 2014, my colleagues from the region of northwestern Europe formed a northern European form of the Lunch Bytes Conference. They were the Goethe-Institutes in Amsterdam, in Copenhagen, in Dublin, in Glasgow, in Helsinki, London, and Stockholm. And we from the board of the Goethe-Institut liked this idea so much that we supported the project by additional funding, and we are very happy that we did so. In each city, my colleagues closely collaborated with renowned partner organizations. Together, they set up a total of 23 discussions featuring leading artists, academics, designers, and curators who examined the influence of digital culture on contemporary art. Approaching the subject from a wide range of different angles, the speakers investigated new aesthetic theories, curatorial concepts, as well as artworks. And of course, there's a website, so if you want to have more information about the whole project, you can go to www.lunchbytes.com. Both the American and the European edition of Lunch Bytes have been curated by Melanie Bühler. And dear Melanie Bühler, I would express my big gratitude to you for your outstanding commitment to this project. I would like to point out that digital culture and digital practice generally constitutes a very important subject of the work of the Goethe-Institutes worldwide. What changes are induced by digital technologies in art, architecture, design, music, and literature, as well as in everyday life? What are the social and political implications and consequences of the digital revolution? How can cultural organizations meet the demands of digitization? These and other questions play a very big role in programs of the Goethe-Institut worldwide, in lectures, but also in many art projects. 2 examples. Last year, the Goethe-Institut in Seoul, the Goethe-Institut in North Korea, and Noel Gong, a very renowned game designer for big games and digital games, launched the games Being Faust, Enter Mephisto. It's a big game, a physical game, enriched with online and social media elements based on Johann Wolfgang von Goethe's drama Faust. A group of players gathers at a specific site at a specific time. Each player assumes the role of young Faust. Equipped with a smartphone, the players enter the tempting digital world of Mephisto and company. Values and ideals are up for sale. Upon logging into the game, the deal between Faust and Mephisto and company is sealed. The soul sold, and thus begins the game of seduction. The universal question remains the same. What do I value in life? What are my personal values based on? Which price am I willing to pay for success? I played this game in Seoul together with our foreign minister, Frank-Walter Steinmeier. And yeah, we were there in the club in the evening, drank some beers, and then we went to this room with our smartphones and tried to join in. We didn't understand it as much as the young Koreans, but it was really interesting how the Faust topic was opened up by this innovative way of dealing with it. And these Koreans really were excited about it, and now we show this, we play this game in many cities of the world, and we reached thus a comparison between the difference of values all over the world. This February, second example, we started an innovative online training program for cultural managers, managing the arts, marketing for cultural organizations, a totally different topic. This new moderated massive online course has been developed by the Goethe-Institut in cooperation with Leuphana University in Lüneburg. This interdisciplinary training program for cultural management is available worldwide for free. More than 17,000 participants and supporters worldwide are registered. The basis of the curriculum consists of case studies from cultural institutions in Bangkok, Berlin, Budapest, and Lagos, specially produced for the course. So the Lunch Bytes Conference at the Haus der Kulturen der Welt perfectly ties in with numerous other initiatives the Goethe-Institut has. Today and tomorrow we'll have the opportunity to learn more about some of the central topics that were discussed last year in Amsterdam, in Copenhagen, Dublin, Glasgow, Helsinki, London, and Stockholm. And of course, we have to thank many institutions. The Goethe-Institut always works with renowned, interesting partners, and I want to name them. The Foam Photography Museum in Amsterdam, the Nicolai Kunsthal and Kunstforening in GL Strand in Copenhagen, the Irish Museum of Modern Art in Dublin, the Center for Contemporary Art in Glasgow, Checkpoint Helsinki, Frame Visual Art Finland, Pixel Egg and Cine in Helsinki, Arcadia Missa, Goldsmiths University of London, and the Institute of Contemporary Arts in London, the Royal Institute of Art and Tensta Konsthal in Stockholm. So we are very proud to have worked with these institutions in Lunch Bytes and that we bring them here. I think many of the colleagues are here in this room. Thank you very much for cooperating with us. I would also again thank the Haus der Kulturen der Welt. I thank my colleagues, the directors of the Goethe-Instituts. Ich glaube, die sind alle hier. Vielen Dank. And of course, I want to thank my colleague and friend Barbara Honrath, who took the initiative for this project. Thank you very much. I wish you a very interesting evening. And of course, tomorrow the whole thing goes on, and I hope that you will all be here. Thank you very much.